Yo, you guys know who it is. It's Jameson Gavin. Super excited again to be here. Today we're going to be talking just a little bit about the secret tips, the secret sauce, the juice, the mojo of how you really want to start your business, guys. A lot of people are asking me, hey, do I need to start a business plan? Do I need to fill out this 30, 40, 50 page document? Do I just write it down on a napkin? How do I start this business? And so I tell them, I don't want to give you all my secrets, but in this video I will. But I tell most people, if I just run into them, I say, hey, you need to do your research. But thankfully, you have subscribed. You are into the channel. You are into the class, and you're gonna see this full. Lesson about how I actually do it, how my business partners and myself, how we build businesses, what we look at first, what we do second, what we do third, and the whole real get up of how we start the business. And you're gonna really be able to see that. So, without any further ado, I'm going to use the pink marker today because there's nothing wrong with the color pink. All right. So, guys, the very first step is you want to prove your idea. Okay. So every single business, it doesn't matter what it is. It could be a t-shirt company, it could be a landscaping company. It does not matter, right? Every business starts with an idea, right? And it's either your idea or it's a business partner's idea or it's something that you saw someone else do and you're just trying to replicate it. There's really nothing wrong with that. People are gonna be like, well, you're a smoozer, you're a leecher. If you're going out and getting your own, you know what I mean? I don't really see anything wrong with that, right? Somebody has an idea and then someone else kind of tacks along with it and they create their own space. But it starts with an idea. So if you are, let's say a serial entrepreneur is what I like to call myself. I'm always coming up with business ideas. I start new businesses, multiple, sometimes in a single year. And when I see an opportunity, I research that opportunity or that idea, and then I say, hey, let's see what we can do. And so it all starts with an idea. So, if you're struggling, I know some people even ask me, they say, Jameson, how do you come up with so many ideas, right? Every time I see you, you're doing a totally different business, or you have, 10 different businesses in 10 different industries or sectors that are totally not related to each other. How do you have the ideas to have those businesses? And what I tell them is, honestly, I think one of the things is just always being open to what the world brings you. And so, really just keeping your eyes open for opportunities. I think that's really number one. And so I'm a strong believer in your mindset, right? And so, I talked about this in an earlier video, or some other videos that you may have seen of me, but I really am a strong believer in mindset. And so in mindset, I tell myself and I tell everyone I mentor, and I'm going to tell you too, there are so many ways to make money. So many. There are more than 1 trillion ways to make money. You just have to find a way to make it. So the problem is not if there's enough money in the world, or is all the money in China, or is all the money in the United States, or is all the money in Africa. That's not the question. Okay, that's not the question that needs to be asked. The question that needs to be asked is, how do you make it? Not if there's a way to make it. And so when you understand, you change your mindset, right? And you understand, well, there are a lot of ways to make money. You look at everything around me right now, right? You look at the whiteboard, you look at the pink marker, you look at my college flag, you look at the racing chair. I mean, everything you see around you, even the shirt, the clothes that I have on, right? Everything was purchased for some monetary value. Everything. So someone, and everything you see, even this house that I'm in right now, everything that you see around that's in this video, and even when you look around yourself, so look around wherever you are. If you're in an airport, if you're at home, if you're at school, you're in a class, doesn't matter where you are, just look around you. Every single thing someone made money off of somewhere. And so when you begin to see that, wow, and you just put dollar signs on things, literally just look around your room that you're at right now. And just in point at things, like this marker was probably $2, right? I got it in a pack, so I don't really know the actual value of how much it really costs. But let's just say $2, right? The shirt, maybe $10. You just begin to look around and you can see wow, everything has $1 on it. So you begin to be able to create ideas. So start looking, change your mindset, and believe that, wow, there are a lot of opportunities. There are a lot of ideas, and tell yourself, hey, I have great ideas. I come up with ideas in a heartbeat. I can find ideas all the time. The idea is not the problem, guys. Let me tell you, it is not the problem. Actually building a successful business, that's where the hard part is. It is not coming up with an idea. It is usually executing the idea. So, first off, prove your idea. So now you know how to make and how to come up with great ideas, right? So you now need to prove the idea. How do you prove an idea? So some people say, like proving the business model, proving the market, etc. So how do you do that, right? Every business I go into, and as I teach, I prove that idea will work for, or I prove the market for that. And so here's one way that some people will prove their idea, okay? So market research. Okay, you're going to perform market research on that idea. So if we go back to the t-shirt business, okay, this is just a generalized business, okay? It's a very common business. It's selling t-shirts. So you're going to do market research. So you're going to want to find, let's say, we're trying to sell this particular t-shirt, okay? This is not my t-shirt that I have for sale or something like that, but this is just a Ducati t-shirt because I have a Ducati. So the thing is, you're going to want to research, right, the brand name. So what is your artwork going to be for your particular t-shirt, right? Are you going to use a licensing, which would be maybe this t-shirt? So maybe the manufacturer of this t-shirt could have been Tom's T-shirts, and then he has a licensing fee that he pays Ducati, basically a royalty. He can use the name of Ducati put on his t-shirt, okay? So you're going to want to do the market research to see, okay, well, if I want to do the licensing, what are the licensing fees going to be for that? Like this particular flag from UCF, right? This flag I did not buy from UCF. I bought it online. So whoever the manufacturer of this flag, UCF, this logo is a trademark logo, so they probably had to pay or put some type of, pay some type of monetary value to UCF for using the logo, right? And so you're going to want to do market research in your business, right? What is that? What is that going to be? So in this t-shirt example, what is that fee going to be? Okay, you're also going to want to know who's your competition, right? And so why you want to know the competition is because you want to research the competition. Maybe the number one player in that market is looking to retire and they haven't put out any new content out lately, or they have really stale or old, or it's not a crisp shirt, or the shirt is really flaky, or the quality of the cotton is not good, or perhaps they only do cotton shirts and you want to go into a polyester or a different type of dry fit blend or something like that, right? So you want to research your competition. You want to know what's out there in the market. That's very important because that can be your differentiation. If you have a different, let's say a different cotton, or it could be, like I said, polyester or something else. It could be a totally different than your competitor. Then it's going to really place you in a great position for success. Now, the next part, you say, so how else can you prove your idea? Now, another way to prove the idea, guys, is actually just to ask customers. Okay? So there's two words there, ask and customers. The key there is not ask. The key is customers. So, this is another thing that I want to talk to you about. A lot of you come to me and you say, well, I had this business idea, but my husband thought it was a terrible idea, right? Or my wife thought it was a terrible idea, or my mom or my uncle, they said it was terrible. Or I asked my uncle who, was in this particular sector, maybe he's a, I don't know, let's say like a lettering company, or he's, let's say something that would be good with the t-shirt, like he sells cotton or something like that, right? And he says there's no money in cotton t-shirts, okay? And then you say, well, Jameson, my uncle is saying that there's no money in cotton t-shirts. And then I'm going to ask, is your uncle, is he a customer? You know what I mean? And how many t-shirts does he buy? And so that's really the question is you need to ask your customers, or your potential customers, what do they want? What do they like? Will they buy a black t-shirt that says Ducati on it? Or do they prefer a white t-shirt where the Ducati emblem is in black? Or do they not like a motor vehicle company, name on the t-shirt? And so you're gonna wanna see what that is. The great thing about asking customers is you're literally asking someone who's willing to give up their money in exchange for your product or your service what they want. So there's really no other person who you should be asking. You shouldn't be asking your wife. You shouldn't be asking your dad. You shouldn't be asking your husband. You shouldn't be asking your children. You shouldn't be asking those people. And here's another reason why you don't want to ask the people in your circle necessarily. The people typically in your circle, the average individual circle, are people who have common connections. And so, if you're trying to start a business, the thing is, most people who are in your family or your friends and you start a business and you have t-shirts, they're gonna be like, hey man, you got a free t-shirt? Yo, Jay, can I get a free t-shirt, man? And I'm gonna be like, nah, you can't get no free t-shirt. There's no freebies around here. I gotta eat too. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, you doing what? But I still gotta eat, and this is a business. This is not a non-profit. I'm not just giving these things away. You know what I mean? That's not what's going on here. So the same with you. You will be surprised when you start your business how many of your close friends and relatives will ask you for a freebie or ask you for a hookup, And I think totally different. Whenever I see 99% of people go in one direction, I really question and I say, why is the herd going this way? Okay, who's the chief? I want to know where the chief is going and why is the chief pushing the herd this way? And so that makes me kind of think and say, maybe I need to question running right and maybe go left. And so for me and my friends in my circle, my mentors, those who I'm around who are producing 7 figures, who are multi-millionaires, I purchase their products. And what I believe is, if you're really my friend, you're going to purchase my product, and let give you another example, right? If I have a friend and they decide to go quit their job and go just travel the world in an RV, they just want to just pack their bags, get in an RV and just go, okay? And then they say, hey, can you help me with that? Absolutely. You know what I mean? Like, because you're living your dream. Or if you start a t-shirt business, and this is always what you wanted to do, I'm not going to ask for a free t-shirt. I'm going to come to you and I'm going to say, hey, what's the full retail price for your t-shirt? I want to pay that price, right? Because I believe in you. And your friends who are asking you for free t-shirts, how are you going to make money? How are you going to eat? It's just incredible how, people think in that mindset. Well, really they should be thinking about helping you and in that way, giving a monetary value. I mean, they'll go buy, a different shirt or a Versace shirt that's well overpriced or something else. So why can't they buy your t-shirt for 20 or 25 bucks, right? So ask your customers. Don't ask your family. Don't ask your friends. Ask your customers. So how do you ask your customers, okay? So one of the ways is what big companies do, is they do focus groups, okay? So, focus groups is a great way to basically, just get a group of people, your customers, in one centralized location and just ask them questions, right? So you can actually pay them, but it's very, very valuable information. So you can post, you say, hey, I'm doing a focus group. You can post it on Craigslist, you can post it on a social platform, or even you could just go up to them and just ask them, hey, on this particular date, if you come here, you get a free meal, or you get a $100 gift card, and you can, focus group 5 people, or a $10 gift card, and you can focus group 100 people. But the data that you're going to get from that focus group is going to be absolutely incredible and crucial to the success of your business. So if you don't like doing focus groups, you can also do this through a form online, right? So you can ask your potential customers, right? So those talking about the t-shirt business or just whatever business, but in specific the t-shirt business, you can ask potential customers, hey, would you mind filling out this form online? At the end of the survey, we're going to give you a free $5 Amazon gift card, right? So you're going to fill out this, 5-minute survey, and at the end of this survey, we're going to offer you a free $5 Amazon gift card. It's not a lot of money, but you're more than likely to do it. I've received surveys in the mail before from individuals where they put money inside of the survey, and so it'll be like $1 or $5, something like that. And so and I open the mail up and I say, wow. They want me to mail them back this survey. It's already prepaid postage. They put $1 in here. I feel now obligated to just sit down and take 2 minutes out of my day, and just actually just write it down and say, hey, this is what this is and this and that and that and that. And then it's already prepaid postage and you're giving me $1. I mean, hey, it's only $1, but still I'm like, I mean, they're willing to give me the money to fill out the survey. And so you could do something like that. If you have a survey, you know, and you don't want to actually be face-to-face, because there's some people that don't like face-to-face businesses. Like a lot of people who have online businesses, they don't like to do, let's say, outward face-to-face sales, things like that. You can do the form, or you can do the letter that I just mentioned, mailed letter, right? And so those are a few ways, guys, that you're going to prove your business first. So I hope you, you know, that this is something that you guys are really going to take into mind, and that this is valuable for you. Remember, guys, prove your idea first before you get into that business. And I'll see you in the next video.